Hey everybody, it's Sherold Barr, and today we're going to talk about how you can clear physical clutter so that you can manifest prosperity in your life. Did you know that to begin the process of manifesting prosperity in your life, there is a key step that most people leave out? It's clearing your environment and your mind in preparation for what you want to bring in. You've got to make space and create order for anything in your life. And Susie Orman says that if you want to change your life, clean up your finances, and the rest of your life will fall amazingly in order. And that's true. This is something that people have no idea, and they'll make lists and vision boards. Today, I'm going to show you how to really manifest, and this is the first step. So stay tuned. You need to do a thorough clearing of anything that doesn't serve your well-being because those cause you to suffer emotionally. So today, we're going to focus on a 5-step process to help you clean up your physical clutter in your life. In our last video, I talked about mental clutter, and all physical clutter begins with mental clutter. There are a variety of emotional reasons why we keep stuff. Everything we keep and accumulate is based on something that we're believing. So last time I talked about just in case thinking as being a reason to keep something, just in case you might use it someday. That's a form of mental clutter. All clutter starts with something you're thinking about. And there's a variety of other reasons as well. Maybe you paid a lot of money for something, and so you just can't part with it. I know I've had that one as well. Another one is being sentimental. Someone gave you something and it's very hard for you to let it go because they gave it to you. We form attachments. These are some things I want you to really look at. Clearing is the first step, as I said, in manifesting prosperity. And you have to get rid of things that you no longer want, that no longer serve you, you're not using them, that you no longer can wear, or you're just keeping them for a reason, as I mentioned before, some sort of attachment. The reason you want to clear things first is the universe likes to fill a vacuum. It will fill it with something you want. This works. I'm telling you, this works. So I want you to practice this and make it like a game. And I want you to do it on a regular basis so that you are signaling your subconscious and the universe that you're ready to make space in your life for what you want. And so we're going to clear out the old stuff. First step in manifesting is clearing, and then you've got to set a solid intention to begin to clear clutter just on a regular basis. It's now a habit for me, and I do it in small bursts, which I'm going to recommend that you do as well. Don't try to tackle a big project. Start small and chip away at it, and before you know it, it'll be done. The more you release things that you no longer use, whether it's clothes that you're keeping because you might need it someday or you might fit into it someday, whatever it might be, cosmetics, pajamas, lingerie, whatever you're keeping, if it's not in good condition, get rid of what you don't need. Get rid of this stuff. Again, you're not going to bring stuff in until you get rid of stuff. I want you to think of your life as a constant clearing process. And this is the way I think about it, because in the first half of my life, I bought the American dream, hook, line, and sinker. I'm a child of the 50s. Everything was about consumption, material consumption, and that was a measure of our success, having houses, cars, stuff, certain brands, and all of that stuff. What happens when you get to the second half of your life is that these things take a lot of energy to maintain. Releasing them is going to free you in so many ways. And as I said, the universe will fill that with something you want. So let's go for something we want. So here's my 5 steps. Step number 1, first thing you want to do is say, I deserve prosperity, and it's safe for me to be prosperous. A lot of people don't believe that they can have it. Every one of us has a right to have it, and we have an abundant universe, and we just need to tap into it. It's been said that 90% of success comes from our minds, 10% comes from outer action. So number 1, I want you to pick out the most cluttered area that's bothering you in your house. It could be in your office as well. Let's say that you start somewhere in your home and you pick that room. It might be an office, or it might be the kitchen where there's clutter is just piled. Find out what's overwhelming you, and we're going to start there. If you have pile-ups, let's say it's in your kitchen and there's piles of paper, there could be junk drawers it's a mess, things are just thrown in there. Pick some small thing, and let's just say for the sake of this video it's a junk drawer. Go through it, take everything out, look at everything, and ask yourself, have I used this lately? Why am I keeping these things? And get very clear on what you're doing. And make your decluttering happen in small bursts of energy. So I like to do it 15, 20 minutes. Straighten up, go through things. Pick some area and start there. Ask yourself, have I used this lately, even in the last year? Number 2, clean up a place where you take care of your financial life. This is powerful. If you take the area where you pay your bills, maybe it's in your computer area and you have a lot of clutter around there, make order, clear it out. Organize your financial bills. Let's say you have bills, so organize them, make it all neat. I want to talk about how important this is. I gave a free class. I had a guy who heard me say that one day, and the next day, it was a 3-day class, he came back on and said that he had had unexpected money flow in. He'd forgotten about it. And this is what will happen. Make sure you pay attention to where you're paying bills and finances and clear that up. So that's important. Number 3, your clothes. Notice what you're keeping. Notice the condition of these things. Why are you wearing torn things that are stained or they're just worn out? Like sometimes shirts get these little fuzz balls all over them. Notice, why are you keeping things and when did you wear it last? Make sure that you sort so that you have things that are in good condition and that you want to be wearing and you feel good and you look good in them. Start small. You can start with a drawer in your dresser. Another reason we hang on to stuff, especially clothes, is we might have paid a good sum for something like a jacket or a leather jacket, but it's out of style. Notice what you're keeping and why you're keeping it. And ask yourself, does it look good on me? Is it in style? Did somebody give it to me? Is it sentimental reasons I'm keeping it? Or is it because I paid a certain amount of money? When you let these things go, trust me, there will be more things coming into your life. Number 4, this is another area where I call it a pile up. Knowledge clutter. If you've bought books like I do, and you have magazine subscriptions and you haven't read them or they're 2 years old, that is clutter. Clean up your space that you live in. And again, you're going to feel much more centered and focused in a space that is orderly instead of cluttered. Donate them or give them to somebody who will use them. I sell a lot of my books. When I'm done with them, or if I haven't read them and it doesn't look like I'm going to read them, they're gone. Number 5, our last step. Declutter relationships. This is an interesting one. As we get older, there's another thing too, is we have less time, and when you get choosier about who you want to spend your time with. So just notice any relationship that you have in your life where you're feeling drained after you're with that person, or they're negative about you. Ask yourself, why am I spending time with these people and I don't end up feeling good about myself? This is possibly a toxic relationship. You want to surround yourself with people who want you to succeed and want the best for you and that are positive. If you're looking at it from a financial standpoint, like I'm in business and I want to surround myself with my friends, mastermind buddies, online cohort who are successful, because you are the sum average of the 5 people you hang out with. Make sure you're hanging out with people who feed your soul, who support you, and who want the best for you. Tackle one of those 5 steps and then begin to be conscious about all of them. I'm thinking about it as a constant process. I would like to invite you to do the same, because I think there's so much freedom in living in a place that has order. And again, it's all because we want the universe to bring you what you want. And the first step in manifesting prosperity is making space and creating order. If you start, even with a drawer, and something unexpected comes in, then let me know. I love to hear about it. It's lots of fun. So leave me a comment below. And if you like this video, share it with your friends. And if you want more actionable tips and trainings each week, sign up for more at SheroldBarr.com. So here's to you clearing out so you can make room for something that you want the universe to bring you. And here's to your prosperity.